You know, today you talk about human error is normal. Trust me, in those days it was very normal. So they basically said, well, you're obviously not very good as a painter, so we'll promote you to what they call a roustabout. So I became a roustabout. And again, as I say, I've been thinking about this as we're talking. I made a terrible mistake one night, which I've not talked about probably for anybody, but I distinctly remember. So somewhere between what they call a roustabout and a roughneck, there's this position where you look after what they call the sack room, which you know what the sack room is, where all of the materials that make up the mud or the fluid that you use in the hole to bring out the cuttings when you're drilling. And on these particular rigs, in their brilliance, when they designed these rigs, they had this massive area where they didn't have any drains, basically. So my job every night was to clean this whole area, which was impossible to keep very clean. That a Venturi system and like a suction system. So you basically spent half the night scrubbing, then pushed all the stuff into the corner, and hopefully this suction system would put it all out. And it didn't work. So in my wisdom, one night I went and taught the welder, who didn't know anything more than I did. He'd have just started offshore. I said, can you just cut a hole here? And hey, the next morning, I can still remember his name. The tool pusher came out, C.L. Sims, American guy. And he's walking around, morning, Lewis. I said, hey, come on, I want to show you something. And I had this place immaculate. I said, what do you think to that? He goes, how did you do that? I said, look. And you go, and there's a hole, and there was the North Sea right below. I said, my God, this is a main structure. They had to get the DNV out, and oh God, it was a mess. Again, they said, Lewis, you can't just tell the welder to cut holes.